Sunday morning, I finished work and I'm heading off to Ilminster and then down to Devon and Cornwall. It's, what time is it? 11 o'clock and it's going to take 5 hours to get there according to my sat-nav. So yeah, long drive, hoping to get fish and chips for tea tonight because I don't fancy cooking, and then see what happens tomorrow. Looking forward to getting down to Devon and actually doing some fucking surfing because I've wanted to do it for ages. Although my balance is probably not going to be great, so let's see what happens there.
What you looking at, Willis?
So we're on the M1, heading past Sheffield. Sat-nav saying that we've got 3 hours 50 minutes, but I'm pretty confident it's going to end up being about 4.5 hours to get there, to be honest. I'm not the quickest driver when I'm in the van, as you can probably see with the cars flying past. I'll tell you a little bit of a funny story as well, that the sunglasses that I'm wearing, for those of you that don't know, I used to work in recruitment in Leeds. You know, I worked there for quite a few years, and the one summer that I was, I'd been approached by a competitor, and I wasn't really interested in moving, to be honest. I was quite happy with the job that I was in, but the competitor was pretty persistent, ringing me, you know, every couple of weeks, asking if I'd move, whether I'd have a chat, go for a coffee, all the typical sales terms to get somebody out of a job. Anyway, after about 2 months, 3 months, I booked a holiday to go away for a couple of weeks, and when this guy rung me again, I said, you know, just tried to pie him off a bit, and I said, look, you know, I'm going on holiday for a few weeks, give me a call back in a couple of months, and we'll chat then. Anyway, about 5-6 days later, I came into the office and there were a parcel waiting for me at my desk, which is a little bit unusual because I never used to order personal parcels to the office. You know, I just used to always get them delivered to home. Anyway, opened this package in front of my director and a few of the guys in the office, and it turned out to be a pair of sunglasses, the same pair of sunglasses that I'm wearing today. So yeah, very memorable way of trying to get me to move jobs, but it didn't work, unfortunately. But it was the first company that ever sent me sunglasses, and I imagine it'll probably be the last one as well. So yeah, cheers to the sunglasses anyway. Thanks for that, Chris, if you're watching.
Isn't that what you used to get crouchy for wearing flip-flops in the shower or something?
That's £100 no way. Oh, that's I mean, it got a bit serious, right?
Well, we've just come off the M1 and we're on the M42 going towards Birmingham. The ETA has increased as I thought it would do, so we've still got about 3 hours left to get there. Tiger's a little bit warm, we've given her a little bit of water, but we're thinking that I'll probably stop off maybe around Hereford, Weston-super-Mare areas, just to get her a bit of water. And it is really warm. Driving in the Vivaro vans, you've got a huge windscreen, and even when you put down the sunscreen, whatever you call it, it just doesn't block out the heat and the sun on your legs. So I'm absolutely sweltering, and as a natural ginger, you know, sun doesn't really go down very well. So I could do with stopping off and having a bit of a stretch and whatever else. Check the weather forecast as well, and for the first 3 days it looks like it's going to be pretty good, but then it seems like there's going to be a bit of a thunderstorm. There's a yellow weather warning for Devon and also for Cornwall as well. So I'm just hoping that that doesn't take over the full week. And you know, I don't mind if it's just a passing shower, but if it's going to be there all day, we might end up cutting the trip short and coming home, because it's no fun being in a small Vivaro van, you know, without being able to enjoy it and be outside. I think that's one of the limitations of having a camper van rather than a motorhome, is ultimately, you know, you can't just stay inside all day if it's raining. Something that, you know, I didn't really consider at the time when I bought this. But equally, you know, a motorhome wasn't right for what I needed, because I did need something to be a daily driver as well at the time. So definitely something to consider for my next purchase, but I think it'll be a couple of years away yet before I make that decision to move over to a motorhome. Oh, I've stopped eating pork pies because I'm trying to lose weight, but this is the fuel to a successful, long road trip. Trust me, been there, done it many times.
But also, it's the idea of football being like everyone as well. Like this was a crazy question. Like our last guest on this podcast, Prince William, we did ask if his son could conceivably be the future king.
I told you it was warm. T-shirt is off. Not many people get to see the body of a temple. 6 to 7 miles left on the M5, and then I think we've got about 40 miles to get to Ilminster, which is where I'm staying for the first night, or first couple of nights actually. So yeah, good weather. It's supposed to be the warmest day in England today, 25 degrees in some places. Don't know what it is right now, but I don't want to know. I'm very, very, very warm. Borderline uncomfortable. But you know, styling it out as ever.
Get the tactic at the end of his run. And there's no kebab left, or
Yeah, it's not so fresh.
that's a point, yeah. Yeah, but listen, is it ever fresh? That thing's spinning. And usually a cabbie, he reacts with absolute fury. If you're seen bringing a kebab into his cab, that's a massive red flag, isn't it? I just don't understand why it's the end of the... Like you could eat it in the car and then go straight to bed afterwards. I'm feeling it, something.